What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing the fan reaction to the Manchester City home win over Arsenal. It's the morning of the day after of Manchester City picking up their first home victory of the season, a solid 1-0 victory against Arsenal. Fans have been reacting. We're going to go through that in this video, but before we crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help support my channel, then subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on to be notified immediately for when I do upload. I am aiming for 14,000 subscribers at the time of recording this video. We are now less than 300 subscribers away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also, you can find my social media links there in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. That in particular is important for this series, as Twitter and Instagram are the two sources that you can send your fan reaction videos to me after each game. Also, email in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video, and most importantly, let me know your thoughts of this game in the comments below. I'm always interested in what you do have to say. And so, without further ado, we're going to crack on with this video. We're going to start off with our first fan reaction. It comes from Jasmine.
You see, Ruben Dias is absolutely incredible. Like, you cannot. The performance, the defence. I haven't seen a better defence in a while. I don't think it's the best defence because they came through a lot. But with Ruben Dias, it was better. Everybody can come past. Liverpool, they also have a great defence. People come past them. So, legs can come past. So, but overall, the performance was great. Ederson, what a shot, what a keeper, man. Jenny, still a incredible keeper. Aguero came off 4 months. Sterling with the back, a great goal. 1-0, not the best performance, but I'm happy. We move on, and hoping to get another 3 points. So yeah, see you JSGC.
Thank you very much, Jasmine, for the video. Great point there about Ederson. Lots criticised his handling and shot stopping over the last few days, weeks and months, over the last couple of years, we can say as well. But I thought both were really strong in this game. He made some fantastic saves, 2 key saves in this game. Firstly, the save from Saka, which looked like it was destined for the net. Gets a good shoulder onto that and just goes over the bar. A really good save that from Ederson. And then Aubameyang, the offside flag goes up, so it was ruled offside. It would have been very, very tight with VAR. Ederson rushes out and makes a good save. Aubameyang puts that in the back of the net. Questions may have been asked there about whether that would have been an equaliser and was it offside. So Ederson alert. Ederson, I thought, had a real solid game in this game. And also Ederson, I noticed, wasn't scared on corners and set pieces to come and collect the ball, to come and punch it clear, which is brave, in particular after his last game for Manchester City against Leeds, where his handling error, his punching error led to that Leeds goal from a set piece. And so, obviously not scared to go out there and go and do the same, which I thought was really, really good. Now, on to our second fan reaction. It comes from Mason once again.
Alright, 1-0 to the boys in blue. It's a good win. I thought we were overall strong from the back. We were creative in the midfield. I felt like we need to be more clinical in front. I feel like we could have won by more, but this is the first game that I really felt like we were building off of something instead of declining. I thought finally this was a game that, we beat a strong side in Arsenal, and it was a good win. We did get lucky kind of, but it's a win. It's 3 points, and I think it was well deserved.
Thank you very much, Mason, for sending in your video. Yeah, we're always striving for improvement at Manchester City. You're always looking to win by lots of goals, and you're always looking to get them clean sheets and win 3-4-0 every single game. And of course, as you say, we can't do that all the time. Manchester City, though, grinded really well. Look, we've beaten a quality opposition in Arsenal, and so that in itself automatically makes it a decent result, no matter how you do look at this victory for Manchester City. I'm really happy with a clean sheet. I'm happy to have won. I'm happy to have picked up the 3 points. A good, grinding, hard-working Manchester City performance. You're not always going to win 3-4-0. You're not always going to play lovely, slick passing football that's really nice on the ice. Sometimes you just need to grind and get stuck in and just build on what you've got. We've got the lead 23 minutes in. I thought we did that really well. Managed to keep Arsenal out for the whole game. Decent result, no matter how you look at it. Now, next fan that sent their video in comes from Football Baller 12345 once again. So thank you for sending your video in.
JSGC, and yeah, I'm gonna react to Man City Arsenal game. And finally, we got a win. Let's go. Feels like ages we haven't got a win. You can see that we missed Aguero. Not because we particularly played well, but it gives the team confidence. And Bernardo Silva, we really missed that work rate. And we got a win 1-0. Ruben Dias was class, so was Kyle Walker. And yeah, I think Ruben Dias was the right player to get. 1-0. Come on, City.
I agree. The work rate for Manchester City was fantastic in this game. Bernardo Silva in the middle really helped with the work rate for the midfield. Kevin De Bruyne out injured. Always a big loss for Manchester City, and so City's gone with lots of running instead, which really helped just to nullify Arsenal's midfield. Arsenal's best outlets, I felt, for this game was out wide. Willian and Nicolas Pepe kind of had quiet games. It was Saka that was causing Manchester City the most problems down that left-hand side, and he kept trying to cut in central. Aubameyang kept relatively quiet for the quality that he's got. I thought Manchester City's midfield worked really hard, but a big shout out to Manchester City's defence as well. I thought that City's defence, phenomenal in this game. I liked having Sergio Aguero there. May not have scored, but it always helps us out to have a striker there. It's very important now with Gabriel Jesus having an injury that Sergio Aguero is kind of protected, and we're making sure he's not picking up any injuries now for the next month or two, and we're basically not tiring him out just coming back from injury. And so, yeah, I liked having Aguero there. I also felt that it helped Raheem Sterling and Riyad Mahrez in this game, in particular in that first half, because it felt like a more familiar role for them, playing out wide and cutting in on the wings. In particular for Mahrez, he was having a lot of success in that first half. Not so much the second half, or Arsenal had defended it well. I'm not sure if Manchester City were trying to target down the other side, the left-hand side, the side where the goal came from, because I felt like Mahrez going one-on-one with Tierney was having quite a few bits of successes there. But yeah, there we go. But yeah, Football Baller 12345, thank you for sending your video in. Now the next video comes from Lewis at City Xtra.
Alright Jace, Lewis here. Thought that was a great performance really. Defence was on top, something that we've not seen from City defence for a while. Thought Ake was quality. Diaz was just a monster, you know, winning everything that was thrown at him. Walker as well was phenomenal. And Ederson made two absolutely massive saves to get us, you know, to keep us in front. A very unlike Man City performance, but you know, if we're going to win the league, we're going to have them performances. And you know, last year we wouldn't have won that game last year. So yeah, I'm very optimistic for the season, and yeah, we just need to kick on now and get a couple of wins. But yeah, very excited.
Thank you very much, Lewis, for sending your video in. Loving your work at City Xtra. Do keep that up. I agree. This result, it just doesn't happen last season. Manchester City weren't great at grinding. It was City were dropping just too many points here and there. City weren't kind of capable of keeping hold of one-goal advantages, and it's kind of filtered over into this season as well with how we've started to the season. And so it's nice we've come back after the international break and we've able to adapt that into our game. Ake and Diaz, absolute monsters in this game. They're crucial in helping Manchester City to be able to do that grinding. Ake, fantastic on that left with an unfamiliar kind of formation here from Manchester City, but Ruben Dias, how great was Ruben Dias in that game? There's a reason why he got the JSGC Man of the Match on my live stream yesterday. So commanding, dominating, knew what he was doing, know what he wants. He speaks a lot, he commands so well. He's just a breath of fresh air for Manchester City since losing Vincent Kompany. We've not really had a player that's been capable of doing that and taking a stronghold on the game and being able to lead on the forefront on the pitch. Ruben Dias can do that. Kyle Walker, good point about him as well. Defended really well. Also nice to see Ederson getting some praise too, making good saves, making it work for Manchester City, and also keeping a clean sheet too. So, to end the video, my thoughts. Ruben Dias, I thought he was absolute quality. Nathan Ake was fantastic as well. First half, I thought Riyad Mahrez was having a lot of successes as well. Phil Foden kept appearing and disappearing in different parts of the games, but the fact is, without his contribution towards that goal, Manchester City do not win this game. And so that should be a nice little boost of confidence for Phil Foden. And speaking of boost of confidence, should be great for Raheem Sterling. Nice to see him on the score sheet as well. And it is nice to see Sergio Aguero back for Manchester City. A lot is being made after the game of Sergio Aguero and the lineswoman, or the linesman, I don't know, lineswoman, okay. You know what I'm on about, with him putting his hands on her neck. I said it in my live stream, just didn't need to do that. Not too sure why he's done that, if I'm completely honest. I do think the press and lots of other opposition fans are making the most of a situation that isn't really there. Sergio Aguero, it might just be one of them touchy-feely people that likes putting his hands. It's not the first time, it won't be the last time that he's touched and patted and felt and stuff with officials. He has done this before. It isn't anything new. I personally, my own opinion, I feel like something's been made of very little here and been blown way out of proportion. But at the end of the day, nice to see Sergio Aguero back for Manchester City. Jesus out for what's been described as months, so I presume that's going to be 2 months. Then it's nice to have Aguero back for Manchester City. Keeping him fit could be key to Manchester City's successes for this upcoming season. One last talking point comes from Kyle Walker and that high foot. Again, right on the stroke of half-time. The ball's there to be won. Kyle Walker, he cleanly wins the ball. There's just nothing in it. To give a penalty for that, I would be very, very annoyed, okay? I feel like other opposition fans are jumping on this because, in particular this weekend, Liverpool in particular, felt the short straw of VAR. And trust me, Manchester City have felt the short straw of VAR plenty of times last season, and I'm sure we'll feel the short straw plenty of times this season as well. It is what happens with VAR. It does happen. Sometimes it goes in your favour, and when it does, it's great. When it doesn't, you hate it and you want to get rid of it. That's just how it is, and that's, again, what's happening with Kyle Walker. I think people are just blowing things way out of proportion. I just don't think there's anything there. End of the day, City put in a good quality, solid performance, and I thought Manchester City deserved their 1-0 victory from yesterday. So, a clean sheet for Manchester City, hard-fought victory, a decent 3 points against quality opposition in Arsenal. We'll move on to next weekend's game against West Ham away. It's very important that we do follow this up with a win over West Ham. What we need now is momentum and a run of form, and that can only come through winning each game, every game. And so next game against West Ham, the last thing we want to do after picking up a great result against Arsenal is to then go and drop points, and then we're back to square one. We need to build on this victory, but we've got the foundations here to build some success for our season. We move on to West Ham away next week. Not going to be easy for Manchester City, but nonetheless looking forward to that game. And of course, we will be having a live stream and fan reaction to that game as well. But first, we've still got another game to come in midweek. Champions League is back. FC Porto at home. First group stage game for Manchester City in the Champions League for the 2020-21 season. The season where UEFA wanted to ban us away from Champions League. Can't get rid of us that easy. Decision overturned by CAS. City in the Champions League. Looking forward to that game. We're playing every 3 or 4 days. Lots of player fatigue, lots of tiredness, lots of rotation, lots of talking points, lots to get through. Football is back. International break long in the distant memory, at least for the next 3 weeks or so. Of course, we'll have a live watch along of that FC Porto game as well. Link to that will be out on Tuesday. So there we go. That's been the video. Hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. Let me know your thoughts of this game in the comments below. Talking points. Kyle Walker, was that a penalty for Arsenal? What do you make of the Aguero situation? How good did you think Ederson was and Dias? Who was your man of the match? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget also, subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 14,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. And don't forget also, social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. I've been JSGC. Peace. Ciao for now.